everybody, Jordan here, House Call of Trading. Just want to kind of give a quick take, my own opinion, thoughts, whatever, on the entire Elon Musk Twitter shenanigans and what I think is going to happen and how I'm playing it. Basically, my thoughts are that Elon originally was interested in becoming a shareholder, a large stake shareholder in Twitter and making some changes, but quickly realized that they weren't going to let him do what he wanted. So he wanted to just basically one of two things, right? Either buy it all up, but at a price that makes sense to him, not necessarily makes sense to them, or have a reason to unload his 9 to 10% without getting any legal repercussions because he's putting it in their court to say yes or no. So, personally, what I think is the latter. I think that he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. He realized he made a mistake and wants to get out, but knows that if he just sells his shares and tanks Twitter, basically the SEC will come after him and fine him, etc., for market manipulation or pumping and dumping, etc., right? So what he's doing is he's making sure that the blame isn't on him when he sells. The blame is on Twitter because they said they don't want his offer. So consider that, and then so if they accept, this is what's going to happen. Twitter will obviously run up to about $54, $55, and then probably go even higher short term, and then settle back down around 50, 45 range, just because people will be selling, etc. And then as Elon actually does make it better or worse, it'll move accordingly. Okay. Now, if they deny Elon's offer, there's a couple scenarios that can happen. So obviously, short term, Twitter should fall because a lot of the people that hopped in due to Elon Musk hype will then get out. But also, what people are failing to consider is there's going to be counter offers from other people to purchase Twitter for even more money. So it's possible that Twitter does get bought out for a higher share price, something around 60 or 65, maybe even $70 per share. If that happens, you can be obviously expecting a nice big run up. So what I'm doing is I'm hedging calls and puts. I did that today into close, and basically whatever happens, whatever they vote for the Elon thing, it'll move it short term. And then as things progress a little further, I will then re-enter probably another hedge position and see what happens. But yeah, this is just what I think is going on. I think that Elon is playing the SEC. He's playing everybody at Twitter. He doesn't really want it. He's hoping that they say no so that he has a reason to unload his shares. And once he unloads his shares, he's outie McOuterson and taking his money and dipping. And he doesn't give a shit that he lost a little bit. I mean, he's the richest man in the world. He's going to make it back. But if they accept, this is something that you need to understand. He's going to have to sell a lot of Tesla in order to purchase Twitter. So you can actually make two plays there. You can make Twitter calls and Tesla puts at the exact same time and probably make well over 200-300% on both positions. So something to consider, something that I'm considering, and I'm watching very closely this entire situation unfold. It's very cool to watch in real time and see what he's doing. I think Elon is a genius. I respect everything that he does. I like the dude a lot, and dude's playing chess, not checkers. But I actually don't think that him purchasing Twitter would be good for Twitter or free speech in any way whatsoever. We all see what happened with Jeff Bezos purchasing, I think it's the Washington Post. So, when a billionaire is able to post a platform where free speech is supposed to be prominent, Usually, what ends up happening, whether their original idea was to help free speech or not, it ends up becoming a place for them to censor things about themselves. So just take that how you will. I personally don't think it'd be good for Twitter or free speech, but that's just my take. I don't think he knows anything about social media in terms of running it or anything. So I don't know if he would actually be a good steward of Twitter and for the shareholders. So yeah, go ahead and take this information however you want it. Um, Love you guys. Hope you take advantage of everything going on right now. And deuces.